but we're going to see what here happens on Anubis. We're ready. I'm going to hit start and practice my pausing skills. So excited.
It's exciting stuff in general.
Says the man
so
who doesn't
definitely
have to pause.
hit. Yeah, hit the. Well, hey, look, I'm already controlling the camera. Yeah, take your pose there.
I got it.
All right. That was our test. 4 out of 3. There we go. That was 3 out of 3 for Kingdom. You never did specify the team.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my goodness. Well, now we got that out of the way. We're going to take a look here.
We will no longer have pauses during enormous team fights. That is why this is all happening, why this is all going on. But on the defensive side of things, we do have Cloud9 rolling out with a pretty standard roster. What do you see there, ZP?
Well, what we see right now on the roster, it is going to be Mendo here on the Roadhog, Kai on Zarya, Adam gonna be on the Ana, Rib on Roadhog, or sorry, not Roadhog, on Reinhardt, Rolf gonna be on Zenyatta, and Surefour on the McCree. So there's no sort of break-in period here for C9. They're just saying, you know what, we're on defense. Surefour, go full cowboy.
Right. They would have to switch to it after his first death on whatever anyway, so why not just get it out of the way? Connor was on that Genji on offense, which he played a little bit, but so far his Roadhog has been a better hero. He's switching back and forth now. It looks like they are going to run this dive composition, which has worked well for them in the past. It worked well on their previous assault map as well. So they got a couple dive tanks, they got 2 flankers, a Zarya and a Lucio for good measure, because Zarya and Lucio fit in every single composition ever. Why not?
All right, and C9 right now, pretty standard Anubis defense coming out here. I do like the approach for the offense, so we don't see Diva Winston all that much. I still think it's pretty powerful under the right circumstances, but Shirwaki just getting bopped out of that mech immediately to start this out. Juvenile not really faring too much better at 10% HP on Winston, and Jesus, though, able to take advantage of this distraction, has a double kill. Great tracking coming in from Jesus, and as a result, this might be a very first cap here from Kingdom, as Jesus, being relentless, does get taken out by Adam at the very end. But I think the damage might have been done.
Surefour's just hanging out behind this shield, very dangerous. They are going to boost him up too on the McCree as he looks for blood on the outside, kind of rolling around, not getting much so far. Takes out Man of Snow, though, then retreats back behind the shield.
Has to retreat, but the reinforcements are coming in much quicker here from Kingdom, and here it is. Dragon Blade out from Connor. We've been seeing him on Roadhog for the most part. This is one of the first times we've been seeing his Genji in full effect, and it's going to be a triple kill, so Connor, not disappointing. And just like that, this will be Kingdom taking first point here on Anubis.
I think you ran it very early on one of the first maps, and it was fine. He played it okay, but his Roadhog was that good. A really nice showing from Genji, though, showing off his true flex potential, going Genji to Roadhog. Not something we see a lot of players do, and generally players don't have both of them in their pool, but an interesting couple of flexes from Connor, able to get that Dragon Blade out, get the point. They are going to have to push in onto this point without an ult advantage. This is kind of a scenario where I wouldn't mind seeing Jesus just roll in, try to go for a Miracle Pulse Bomb, but Man of Snow already at 90%. They could hit a giant combo. Those combos are great for ending control maps like this.
Well, Hex, I think you're exactly right. We will be looking for a big bang here in just a moment, and it's something the defense has to be aware of. Rolf has a Transcendence, but Transcendence not very effective at dealing with the big bang if people just get bursted down outright, so we'll see how it comes out here. Jesus is moving to the left. This is absolutely the follow-up on Man of Snow immediately. Has to be careful he doesn't get caught out, because here comes Surefour, and if there was going to be a Graviton combo, it's not going to have any boom. Sorry, I was doing a little bit of the backflip there.
Yeah, Surefour continues to add a couple kills. The nice wall there early to come up as Mendo rotates now onto the Mei. It comes to a point that I mentioned earlier that you can just pick whichever DPS you want, and then whichever person is available to play it will just play it. Mendo, you're not losing anything by not having Surefour on the Mei instead, so you could rotate them back and forth. It's just fine. Now they can run ideal compositions in every situation. Mendo's Mei wall played a big part in denying that last push. They are going to be loaded up here on the offense, though.
They are going to be loaded for bear. Big Bang will be on the ready. Man of Snow being a little bit sneakier. So is Jesus. Jesus comes in, lays down the bomb. Not going to get quite as much as he wants. Defense handling it so well, but the Diva explosion is what the real Big Bang was. Takes out both Kai and Mendo, and the offense still at full strength. They haven't lost anyone, which is vital if you want to take this. Look at Adam. Adam, parkour in over the top. This is buying a lot of stall time. finally hits the ground, but has enough time to body here. C9 going into more of a stall composition here, and Sureforce says, yeah, you're stalling, but I'm also killing. Has the triple kill, looking for more, and what was looking like a good attack here by Kingdom, almost certainly going to fail at this point.
It's holding on for now, though, as they do add a couple kills. Both DPS down for Cloud9. Adam continues to be a nuisance, not giving up a single tick on this point, as he's going to sound barrier to bring it back. They are 4 alive on the point. No tick is gotten thanks in large part to Adam's parkour skills.
Can I just say that Adam, in general, between the ending of last map and what we're seeing now, and there's a lot of little stuff that good Lucios do that isn't always cast worthy, but Adam, even still, putting on a show, showing that he is still one of the very best supports in the game, and it's great to watch.
Well, his supports have always been generally Zenyatta and Mercy. I don't know how familiar he is with Lucio, but apparently he can just play every single support, because his Lucio, you're right, has been amazing for the last few rounds at the very least.
Alright, taking a look at Connor J right now. Does have Death Blossom at the ready. This is going to be a relatively ultless fight. Rolf can really just counter Connor outright here, though, so the most that's going to happen is he'll force out the Transcend. Surefor, though, takes down Ajax early, and I don't know if Connor even wants to use his ultimate here. Probably not.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, they do get 2
kills.
kills, but Earthshatter coming in from Rib, trying to clean it up. It's back and forth, but again, remember, an offense must be flawless to take this point, and C9, they've done enough damage that, worst case scenario, they can stall train this out.
Blizzard is up yet again as it goes down and covers the entire point. Mendo's going to chip in some damage on Juvenile to clean him up. There goes Jesus on the secondary tank as well. They are going to have everything for the next push. So this is kind of Slasher's old strategy of save all your ults, you need 1 push, and it becomes especially true on these assault maps where the defense can reinforce. You have to win this fight almost 6-0, and even then, the point is not guaranteed.
Absolutely not guaranteed, and you take a look here, looking at the offense, this is going to be one of their last gasps, at least for a while. They're going to throw a lot of ults here. If they don't, maybe they get ults up towards the very end, but 2 minutes, 45 seconds left. Graviton comes in, pulls in 3, but the Ice Wall gonna negate a lot of this, but still, Connor able to get it to the back. Ice Wall or no Ice Wall with the Nano Boost Reaper. 3-0 now for the offense. Kai with the late Graviton. It's imperative that C9 gets a kill off this. They do take out Jesus.
Blizzard's up again.
Blizzard comes in, and it's Wolf with the fall through. The Zenyatta Mei combo starting to wear down this offensive Kingdom, and now they started out well, Hex, but I don't know if they have staying power at this point.
Every time you push in, you have to expect you're going into a Blizzard. That's just how fast it charges. Mendo's hitting some shots on Icicles from long range. Every time they've gone in, they've had to go in with a Blizzard and have to deal with it every single time. So you have to have a plan around it. At this point, you have to think maybe a Zenyatta would be clutch here so that they could transcend out of these types of things to maybe deal with Rib, who's been a nuisance on his tank as well. But right now, they've been trying the same thing over and over. They threw everything they had at him and still were unable to get even a single tick on this. Now we're going to go into a largely unultimated fight, so we'll see who can come out with just vanilla abilities. Rolf is going to have Transcend up. That's the first ult to come online.
And Transcendence, when you're not dealing with Big Bang combo, is really going to keep people up. As Rolf taking down Juvenile to start out the fight. Marking people, setting them up here for C9, as C9 make it look easy here on this defense, just wiping out Kingdom in full. And now for Kingdom, they have all of 2 pushes left, maybe just 1 if they take their time.
Yeah, so C9, what they did is they took the core remaining 3 of the roster, added 2 of the players who had some of the best E-League performances in Kib and Rolf, and then they said, who's another great DPS who can play everything? Mendo. And that's how you have this roster, and that's why they are so good right now. They are going to have the ultimate advantage on the defense for this last time. It looks about 50 seconds left. The last decent push coming in, they're going to have to get a lot of value off this boost.
Well, they get Graviton. That's 4 people to Graviton, and here's a weather report. It's going to get chilly. Everyone getting frozen in that Graviton, and just like that, C9 looking like they will complete the second point Anubis hold. Now, the only upside here is that that was so quick, so decisive, that there will be a last gasp attempt coming out here from Kingdom, I believe. That's the one downside, is that if C9 could have stalled that out a little bit more, that would have been it, but now perhaps a last gasp attempt. You're going to have Mana Snow here with the Graviton, Sherlock with the Nano Boost, so it's actually not over yet.
They are going to try to Graviton. That wall goes up yet again. They rotate around, a nice kind of working around that. Both sound barriers off on each side. Here comes Connor. Can he get anything?
Connor moves in, gonna get knocked right to the ground instead by Rib. Still though, full strength on the offense. They have 2 kills to their name, but Mendo's still up and alive in the back. Surefor still up and alive. And remember, all C9 has to do is just kill a few people and trickle in reinforcements. And Adam trying to do it again. Gonna get knocked right off the wall. Jesus having none of that with the whole log. And it's a good last push coming out here from Kingdom, but will it be enough as respawns start to flood in?
They do finally get a first tick onto the point as Mendo comes back around. And look, Blizzard is on that point. They freezes out everyone stalled out. Connor trying to stay alive, unable to do so as he takes an icicle to the dome. Desperation time here as Sherlocky and Ajax, the only ones alive. This should be a hold for Cloud9.
Ajax with his best Adam impression there towards the end wasn't able to get all the way up the wall, and even if so, too much firepower to bring him down. C9 with a good hold there on last, able to make up for what was kind of a rough beginning on first.
Boy, 2 CP is just a pinnacle of Overwatch gameplay, isn't it, guys? For real, Kingdom, I think the single support opening was cute. I like the dive comp that they were able to get the point, but it really didn't help them going in the first 2 minutes to try to gain the second point. And they had enough time, though, afterwards to get Sherlocky on Ana, to build up enough ults, to try to get a tick. But you see how difficult it is to play against a Mei and a Diva, along with a good Lucio Wallrider. They weren't able to get 1 tick until the very final push of the map, and it's just not enough time by then to get anything done.
It's the reason you see Mei here at the very end is, one, that wall. You only have a couple different entrances onto Anubis anyway, so you can completely take away center, as she did time and time again with the wall. So then you're stuck going through those very narrow chokes on left and right and get collapsed upon. And then Blizzard, you do enough damage and enough passive stuff and enough self-healing. Blizzard was up every single push, and with the circumference increase on it, they're locked down the entire point. You can perhaps hide in that behind area. That doesn't work out. You get hunted down. Blizzard and Mei is extremely strong on Temple of Anubis there. Mendo played it well, but I think it's just that Blizzard being up every single fight is something you always have to account for. Like I said, maybe you switch up on the supports to try to deal with it, knowing that you're pushing into it. They didn't necessarily change their composition at all there. They tried again and again to throw ults and ults after it. Just simply didn't work out for them. Now, path to victory, rather easy for Cloud9. Just finish the map.
And the thing is for C9 that this is relatively stress-free as well, right? Where all they have to do is cap first, and they know that the worst-case scenario here is a draw. But if they cap first quickly, they have a lot of time to grab second, and they can game that a little bit. They don't have to worry about time bank. They don't have to worry about being swift. All they have to do is come up with the best possible plan to take second, and that means they can game the ult economy system just a little bit more. And so what they do here, the first attack, Kai moving in, getting all sorts of cleave off of that roll-in. Rib, though, gonna fall off of that hook, and that sort of takes a bit of the bloom off the rose here for the start from C9.
Something in a hurry. Shore4 got himself in a really bad position, able to get saved out of there, dodges a hook late as well. Sherlocky's been playing really, really well. I want to give him the credit he deserves on his Ana. He's getting kills, he's keeping people alive. He is the jack of all trades and playing it all very well.
And again, you look at this from the Kingdom perspective. If Kingdom wants to stay alive here in the series, their best hope is going for the first point hold here. Easier said than done, though, because again, C9, they do have the luxury of time, and Mendo hopping on Sephara, so we're going to have the double projectile offense coming out. Not something you see all that often, and we'll see if it's effective.
They can hop on whatever they want. We've talked about the versatility of their DPS all night, and you mentioned it. Yeah, this is the best chance for Kingdom to win. Their only chance to win the map is to stop them on first.
There is a possibility where they get the draw out and then they go back once more, but that's gonna be rough. And Connor, the rocket spam just too much from the deal with, does end up falling. Rest of Kingdom, though, being highly aggressive, rolling into C9. They take out 3, and Mendo might still be alive and uncontested, but his team has died all around him. That said, I don't know what's getting contested here. Sure4 gets the backline. Dragon Blade out and at the ready, takes down Sherlocky. And Kingdom, they're doing an admirable job of holding on here, all things considered.
Well, they did force out that Earth Shatter, but Shore4 trying to do a heroic's work in the back line as he comes in. Mendo and Adam then come in as well to try to support him in his endeavors. They all get taken out, so that is 3 dead for them. Adam unable to resurrect. Of course, it would have been a terrible resurrection in that situation anyway. But that is something they have to deal with now as they rotate in. They have to understand that Adam's been alive on this map for a while. They're going to have to pick him and kill him twice.
Hook comes in from Connor, trying to go on the Mendo. The Zarya shield going to keep him alive despite that happening. Jesus right now, just no one looks at this Reaper spot, I'm telling you. He just comes in, finds Mendo. Mendo under assault, and no! Mendo will not fall, jets out of there just in time, but gets hooked in instead. Oh man, Mendo getting assaulted from all directions, but there's the resurrection. Res is up from Adam, and C9 all in now on this point. Jesus nowhere to be found, out in the back, not gonna be able to really help out here as Surefour getting the work here on the Reaper, gets that back line. 3, now 4 kills here from C9. Mendo raining the justice from above, and that is going to be a first point get for C9. And for C9 now, they're gonna have a little over 5 minutes to take last. And if they take last, that's it. They win the map, they win the series, they move on to the grand finals.
Well, as you mentioned, playing with house money, too. The worst case scenario right now for Cloud9 is they draw out on this map. So not really a whole lot of stress or worry. Not the stress of being a lobby leader, that's for sure. But they do have some ultimates they're going to have to push into, as Jesus and Juvenile have theirs up. Sherlocky also with his, so they're going to have to push into a boosted Reaper. Jesus in the back lines are trying to get some work done on his own. They look like they want to rotate in through right side.
Jesus right now actually fighting Mendo. 3 shots and he goes down. Usually not the best matchup for a Reaper, but Jesus making it look compellingly close at times. Takes down Mendo there with a little bit of finesse. And might be thinking about the step loss with the back. Nano Boost is out. Jesus is in. And that is 3 people immediately going down. Res comes in from Adam, but I don't know about this. The Nano Boost is still up. Jesus still ready to go to work.
That's 5 kills from Jesus as they continue to push out here. This is kind of Kingdom's specialty, just this unfettered aggression outside, and sometimes it pays off for them, but sometimes they go a little bit too deep. It might be halfway between that now as Juvenile tries to retreat. They did get a couple kills, but when they've been performing their best on King of the Hills and on other stages as well, is when they don't necessarily play it super safe, that they chase kills. They are ultra aggressive. It seems to be their style that works best for them.
All right, take a look at Surefour right now. Surefour with a Death Blossom of his own, waiting for C9 to engage on this. They're not going to have a sound barrier, but they will have Transcendence, so we'll see how they approach this. Graviton comes out, and Rolf can use the Transcendence to stop most of the damage there. Surefour, biding his time, does get to that back line, gets beyond that Reinhardt. Does enough damage to take down Juvenile, and now it is Connor out on an island, will not be rescued, taken out. 4 kills here from C9. C9 with a great chance now of ending the series. Remember, if they cap this, this is it. They have all 6 alive, all 6 on the point. And what will be coming out here from Kingdom? Juvenile goes for the Earth Shatter, gets absolutely nothing. Will Jesus be able to save this? He has Death Blossom here and at the ready. Will be Wraith forming in, but this is a hard sell. Comes at the Death Blossom anyways, and just gets bopped by Mendo towards the end of C9, still with 5 people on the points.
And they've done a really good job of cleaning up Ajax, who's been trying to wall ride for it, but their tracking's just been a little bit superior, able to knock him off the wall. That's Cloud9 with a sweep, 3-0.
Final score.
Now, you talked about Kingdom liking to be aggressive there, but I think that was a downfall at the end of that map.
Yeah.
They charged all the way to the Zarya ult into the opening middle of the map, and they got counter Earth Shattered, and then it was all downhill from there. At the same time, they did not run Mei at the end of 2 CP, and although it might have worked a little bit better on Hanamura against Immortals, you really need Mei on Anubis, and if you're not doing it, you're just putting yourself in a very difficult position in terms of being able to stall out, especially for 5 to 6 minutes, which they had to.
This was play of the game where so many kills coming out from Jesus, where first he wipes the team, then the res comes in, and then Nano Boost is still on him, so he wipes the team a second time. Oh my goodness. Well, that was our upper bracket finals. C9 will move on. Kingdom, though, made it entertaining, and so going into this, we did both pick C9 Slasher. I think we thought Kingdom would at least get 1 map, but even still, would you say that Kingdom has come in much stronger here tonight than you were expecting?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even for them to be able to make it to the winners bracket finals, I think is a very big move for them, and they're not out yet. They still have another chance to play the winner of FaZe versus Immortals, and to get another